YMCA Chaos Challenge. So, last Saturday, my neighborhood threw our annual block party, and it was shaping up to be a smashing success. The sun was shining, barbecue smoke filled the air, and kids were running around with popsicles that were melting faster than their tiny hands could handle. Everything seemed perfectly normal until our local DJ, Steve, who usually spins at the local roller rink, decided to test his new sound system with a song that everyone supposedly loved, YMCA. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a classic, and everyone was into it at first, doing the arm movements and all. But after the third repetition, it became glaringly obvious that the only part anyone knew was the chorus. At first, we all had a good laugh about it. How hard could it be to learn the rest of the song? Someone shouted. But instead of looking up the lyrics, we all just sort of mumbled nonsensical sounds as filler until it was time to spell out YMCA with our arms again. Soon, this became a sort of neighborhood challenge. People were adding their own ridiculous words in between choruses, making it sound like a bizarre version of Mad Libs. "Young man, there's a place you can go," I said. "Young man, when your feet wanna glow," sang Mr. Johnson, our 82-year-old neighbor who always wears neon socks. As the song continued to loop, things began to spiral out of control. The kids, fueled by sugar and chaos, formed a conga line chanting their own version. "Why mom, can't I have more cake?" I said. "Why mom, it's a party for Pete's sake." Meanwhile, the adults had divided into teams, each trying to outdo the other with even more outrageous fake verses. It was like a competitive sport, complete with referees and penalty flags, which were actually just napkins from the barbecue table. Bets were being placed on who could create the most outlandish lyrics, and I swear I saw someone setting up a whiteboard to keep score. Finally, after what felt like hours, DJ Steve triumphantly announced that he'd change the song, but only if someone could sing the entire first verse correctly. A hush fell over the crowd as everyone realized the impossible task ahead. There was a long pause until little Timmy, our neighborhood's resident trivia whiz, stepped forward and recited the entire first verse perfectly from memory. We all stood there, jaws on the floor, and when asked how he knew the lyrics, Timmy shrugged and said, "Oh, I just guessed. I thought you'd all catch on, but hey, that's the beauty of it. Sometimes, in life, you just gotta wing it." And that, my friends, is how we learned that when it comes to YMCA, even a guess is as good as the rest.